Jack and the Beanstalk, a bedtime adventure. Once upon a time, in a little village, there lived a poor boy named Jack. Jack lived with his mother in a small cottage, and they were so poor that the only thing they had left was a cow named Milky White. One day, Jack's mother said, "We don't have any more money, Jack. You'll have to take Milky White to the market and sell her so we can buy food." So Jack, being the good boy he was, set off to the market, leading Milky White by a rope. As he was walking along the road, he met a strange old man. The man looked at Jack and said, "Good morning, young lad. Are you selling that cow?" "Yes," Jack replied, "I need to sell her so I can buy food for my mother and me." The old man thought for a moment, then reached into his pocket. He pulled out 5 shiny beans and held them out to Jack. "These aren't just any beans," said the old man, "these are magic beans. Plant them in the ground, and they will grow into something truly amazing. I'll trade you these beans for your cow." Jack wasn't sure. Beans instead of money? But the old man smiled kindly, and something told Jack these beans might just be special. So, he agreed. He traded Milky White for the magic beans and hurried home. When Jack got home and showed the beans to his mother, she was furious. "Jack, what have you done?" she cried. "You traded our cow for 5 silly beans?" In her anger, she tossed the beans out the window and sent Jack to bed without supper. Jack lay in bed, staring up at the ceiling, feeling sorry for himself. But as he drifted off to sleep, something magical was happening outside. The next morning, when Jack woke up, his room seemed much darker than usual. He rubbed his eyes and went to the window, and there, right outside, was the most enormous beanstalk he had ever seen. It reached all the way up into the clouds, disappearing into the sky. Jack couldn't believe his eyes. "The beans really were magic," he whispered. Without a second thought, Jack grabbed his coat and began to climb the beanstalk. Up, up, up he went, higher and higher, until finally, he reached the top. And what did he find? A great, big castle floating on the clouds. Jack, full of curiosity, tiptoed toward the castle. As he reached the door, it creaked open with a soft groan. Jack peeked inside and saw a giant kitchen, with a table big enough to fit a whole village. Suddenly, Jack heard a deep, rumbling voice. Boom, boom, boom. The ground shook as someone, or something, moved inside the castle. Jack quickly hid behind a large pot just in time to see a giant enter the room. He was huge, with feet the size of horses and hands as big as wagon wheels. The giant sniffed the air and said, "Fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive, or be he dead. I'll grind his bones to make my bread." Jack held his breath, hoping the giant wouldn't find him. Luckily, the giant didn't see Jack. Instead, he sat down at the giant table and called for his wife. "Wife, bring me my golden harp and my bag of gold coins." The giant's wife appeared with a harp that could play beautiful music all by itself and a bag of gold coins that jingled as she set them on the table. After counting his gold and listening to the harp's song, the giant fell fast asleep. Jack knew this was his chance. Quietly, he tiptoed out from behind the pot and grabbed the bag of gold. He ran as fast as he could, down the beanstalk and back to his cottage. Jack's mother was overjoyed when she saw the gold, and they were able to live well for a while. But after some time, the gold ran out, and Jack decided to climb the beanstalk once more. This time, when Jack entered the castle, he hid again, and once more, he heard the giant's booming voice. Fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. But just like before, the giant didn't find Jack. He called for his wife, who brought him a golden hen. The hen laid a golden egg every time the giant asked, and soon, the giant had a pile of shiny golden eggs. When the giant fell asleep, Jack crept out and grabbed the hen, hurrying back down the beanstalk. Now Jack and his mother had a hen that laid golden eggs, and they never had to worry about money again. But Jack's curiosity got the better of him, and one last time, he climbed the beanstalk. This time, Jack went straight to the castle and hid in the shadows. The giant roared. Fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. But once again, Jack stayed hidden. The giant called for his wife, and she brought him the golden harp. The harp played the most beautiful music Jack had ever heard. When the giant fell asleep, Jack snuck out and grabbed the harp. But as he did, the harp called out, "Master! Master! Someone's stealing me!" The giant woke up with a thunderous roar and saw Jack running toward the door with the harp. The giant leaped up and chased after him. Jack ran as fast as he could, scrambling down the beanstalk, with the giant close behind. As Jack reached the bottom, he yelled, "Mother! Quick! Bring me the axe!" Jack's mother ran out with the axe, and Jack chopped down the beanstalk with all his might. With a great crash, the beanstalk fell, and the giant tumbled down, never to be seen again. Jack and his mother lived happily ever after with the golden harp and the hen that laid golden eggs. And Jack never climbed any more magical beanstalks, well, at least not for a while. And that, my friends, is the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. Good night, and sweet dreams.